Well met, brave adventurers, and welcome back to Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones playthrough. And today, in part 9, we defeat the last two remaining Bazbar bandits, who, if you remember last time, were terrorizing the locals by burning down villages. Which is actually quite a common occurrence in RPGs. But anyway, yeah, these bandits were burning down. And this is their evil leader, Bazbar. Look at his face. Look at his appearance. Look at his language. You can tell he's going to be going places. Yeah, no one's falling for that joke anymore. Anyway. So, yeah, pretty much Franz is owning him because of the whole weapons triangle. And Vanessa is doing the same to the mercenary. Hence why I left him there in the first place. Well, left her there, sorry. Yeah, this is why I like Pegasus Knights. The problem was because most of the enemies tend to be bandits, lance-wielding units like Pegasus Knights never get the chance to have a decent amount of experience. So, yeah, for moments like these, it's actually... I prefer to get there for Vanessa have all the glory there because... as I've mentioned many times, I'm kind of a Pegasus Knight fanboy in all honesty. If there's a Pegasus Knight in a game, well, in a Fire Emblem game, then then by God I'll use it. Even if the unit turns out to be absolutely shoddy, I'll use it. Well, it's always a herb. Never mind, anyway. Yes, I was just trying to decide, well, past me was trying to decide whether to attack him again, but... yeah, seeing as that axe can actually do a lot of damage, and it's an almost 50-50 chance I wouldn't risk it, and that was cheap. I mean, come on. 1 in 4 chance that he somehow managed to dodge. He's a lucky fellow. But now we're going to have Nimi weaken him, so... yay, well, the story is mainly centered around her and Colm, so it's kind of good she got one hit in. I was sort of planning to finish it with Colm as well, but he couldn't get there in time, so... ha ha ha! Garcia, you're not stealing the experience of the other units this time. Yeah, so we're going to have Franz finish him up. Now, I could do Erika as well, I suppose, but... nah. She's been a bit glory hog, a bit too long. Now shut up, you generic bandit. You weren't going to go anywhere. Yeah, I'm fickle like that. Anyway... Franz got a level up, and that's the end of the Bandits of Bologon mission once Erika seizes the throne. And here we see another semi-touching scene between Colm and Nimi. Obviously, this is one couple the game constantly hints towards and basically shoves down your throat saying, oh, look at this, they're clearly a couple, look at them. And of course, they're playing their cards way too much. I mean, yeah, the couple is slightly cute, but the problem is, I really don't like these two characters. Nimi, they kind of overused Nimi being a crybaby joke way too long. And so even her, even her support conversations with everyone else, she does nothing but cry. And Colm is pretty much a bastard. The only time he's ever nice, as far as I can tell, is from this where basically apparently he went to a bandit's fortress to get back a mirror that belonged to Nimi. Some might say that's badass. I think it's pretty damn stupid. And to be honest, I would say it's cute, but frankly, Colm is too much of a bastard, Frank. And it also doesn't explain why he nicked the bracelet, which Seth is pretty much taken from him by force. And of course, Seth is now giving him life lessons. Do not expect to be rescued again. Oh. Hey. Pardon? Sorry, is it? Yeah, these two are basically sort of forcing themselves in the party. Say, yeah, we got nowhere else to go. No, we're mercenaries, right? You can take us with you. Yeah, we're going to have around, you know? You do realise that we're going on a journey that may or may not have the entire face of the world in the balance, and you'll probably be dragged to terrifying dangers, and once you join us, you will have absolutely no choice to back out unless you die. Do you still want to accept? Yeah, sure, why not? So, yeah. Sorry, I kind of went on for there, but yeah, that entrance was kind of unconvincing. And, yeah, we're now getting some more talk about the bracelet, which is apparently very important to the future of Renee's. Zeph, what is it you're not telling me? I apologize, Your Highness. When the time comes, I'll let you know. Until then, tell her! For God's sake, just tell her what it is. I won't give any spoilers away now, but come on. The bracelet really isn't... It's important, but I don't see why not telling her would serve any purpose. I mean... it would be much more important. She wouldn't make mistakes like it. She would be more careful with that bracelet if she knew what it was doing. I've never really got the logic behind this. I mean, if it was the key to a terrifying power that could destroy the world, then yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't tell her what it is. But it's for what it actually is. It would have been more. It would have been better just to tell her. Not only tell her, but get the damn item. Anyway. We're now going to Gardo Keep, and we're introduced to 3 of Gardo's generals. Over there on the far right, we've already seen Selena there. The guy on the far left is Dursail. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's basically I don't know if it says this, if it said this before, but it says it a little later on. He kind of vaguely knows Emphraim because he was his sword tutor. And in the middle is Glenn, who, in terms of character design, and I guess in some of his characters, is probably one of my favourite of the Gardo generals, but let's just say something happens to him which I'm pretty annoyed about, but I'll save that for another time. But anyway, obviously these are the 3 generals of honour, which is basically they're saying that they're really not sure about the King's actions are recent, and well, yeah, they're wondering how could invading the other countries possibly be in Gardo's best interest, particularly since he's been ignoring all the other options. Which, yeah, is basically yet more foreshadowing to the evil secret that's going on behind the king. But yeah, like all good honourable generals, they don't take the time to question the king. They basically just say, we are the soldiers of Gardo, and we must obey no matter what. And whilst I can appreciate that sentiment and respect that kind of loyalty, it does seem to be stupid to blindly follow a leader who, just obsessed with making everyone else's lives a misery. But then again, that's why I don't join the army. I can never really fit like that. Anyway, as you can see here, the guy on the far left is the King of Gardo, a very, very imposing man with slightly scary eyes. Although a pretty cool beard. I always wondered if I could grow a bit like that. Anyway, basically he's saying they're not conquering the countries fast enough, so he's bringing in 3 new generals. These 3 men have apparently excelled themselves, which is why they've been promoted to new generals. And there's a creepy old man who probably should be thought of a restraining order. And this is Reeve the Blood Barrel. Yeah, every single one of the knights is named after gemstones. Don't ask me why. Kanak, a mercenary fighting in the desert. He's called the Tiger Eye. And, oh yeah, they're being partnered up with people, and he's working with Selena for some reason, and, oh, what do you know, it's Valter. The psychotic guy we saw in, I think he was part 1 of our playthrough. Now, it's implied that there's some history between these two, but it's not explained at the moment, and I'm trying hard to remember if it was explained at all. But anyway, basically each one of them is being given roles now, and yeah, these 2, Emphraim will be you'll meet later on when you get into Gardo, and those 2 are basically going after our 2 heroes. Will our heroes survive against these 2 terrifying forces? Find out in the next part. See ya.